What's up, guys? Me again. It's time for another Around the World in 80 Days. And here we are at Chapter 18, Phileas Fogg and the Pirate. 45 minutes late. Phileas Passapartout was almost in tears. He thought of all the inconvenience during this journey where they might have saved that small animal amount of time. Phileas Fogg has usual blame no one for the solution. He seemed almost relaxed about it all. There was to be another boat leaving New York City, he said, looking around for the harbor. Mr. Fogg spotted a small training vessel with smoke boiling from the funnel. As a sure sign it was about to leave. He hurried across the found himself beside the Hedda, an iron hull boat with a wooden upper sketcher. He jumped aboard and asked to see the captain. A big man, about 50 years with a weather-beaten face appeared. I am Andrew Speedy, captain of this vessel, he announced. Phileas Fogg introduced himself and asked when the Herder was going to sea. In an hour, he said old Salt. Where do you board for? For a practice in France, was replied. Would you change the course for Liverpool or for a price? Asked Mr. Fogg. For Liverpool? Gasped the sticker in astonishment. I might as well be going to China. Phileas Fogg ignored his remark. Money is no object, he said. I will pay the owner whatever he wants. I'm the owner, said Captain Speedy. Then I will buy the boat for you. For you, said Phileas Fogg. No, you won't, cried Captain Speedy. I love this boat, but too much apart from her. And Phileas Fogg changed his approach. Will you carry me and my three friends to the box at $200 each? No, not for $200 each. Then $4,000 each? Yeah, pardon, Mr. Fogg. Captain Speedy centered his head and he smiled. I'm leaving right now. I'll take you. Now Phileas Fogg turned to smile. It wasn't just he was happy that he had found a boat. He seemed to pull on something as well. Phileas Fogg and company went aboard almost immediately. The hurricane raised an archer and steamed out towards the Atlantic. Passepartout almost fainted when he heard how Phileas Fogg had paid the man voyage. Mr. Fogg just hung his head. He shared his award to receiving money the money was getting smaller by the day. The next morning, the Herder was heading to the Atlantic. At the ship wheel was a man looking remarkably like Miss Phileas Fogg, and indeed it was him. Captain Speedy's voice could now be heard, sounding the screaming from the common board deck. Though Mr. Fogg had locked himself. Mr. Phileas Fogg had asked to be taken in production, but that was just his excuse. In the first few hours of the voyage, he borrowed every member of the crew with his dollars and pound notes to mutely and take the ship to Liverpool instead of bauxite. And this was pricey on the high sea, but Phileas Fogg wasn't worried or jumped. He estimated that the Herder could cross the Atlantic in about 9 days. They might just be in Liverpool by the morning, and for December 21st, the day wager was due. The first few days went well. The wind was from the northeast, and the sails were put up to the increase at the engineer's speed. The Harta was put on a course to Atlantic at the speed of the gentle transit steamer. Fix knew nothing about bringing of the crew. He was told that the captain was very ill and Phileas Fogg was doing his job. Fix suspected mine and was now thinking that Mr. Fogg was not going to Liverpool at all. Perhaps he was taking the ship to some pirate island where he could live happily for the rest of his life. On December 13th, a storm set in, and it brewed for days, and however made slow progress in a gigantic seas. Well, that's all for today. See ya!